Do you have any weapons on you? Anything that's gonna stick me?
Yeah, I got a foldable knife in my back pocket.
All right.
Self-defense.
Just keep your hands on the hood for me. Don't reach for anything, all right?
Yes.
Nolan reaches into his pocket and pulls out the knife. Then the guy casually says there's another one hanging from his neck.
In case I can't reach the one in my waistband.
Nolan keeps a friendly smile and pulls out a kitchen knife.
Treacherous.
You there.
Got those.
Careful with that one.
He thinks he's finally done.
Anything else I'm missing? Any more? Oh,
that's my belly sign. That one's from the Philippines. Oh, that's a neat one.
Looks like a wallet. But surprise, it's another knife. Now it really seems like that's all. Nolan doesn't even want to search the car anymore. The guy says there's nothing in the vehicle, but...
Nolan, the trunk is growling.
A woman walks into LAPD holding a puppy.
I found this lost dog.
Richie's sweet. But lost dogs are actually an animal control issue.
Of course, but I figured all this blood made it an LAPD issue.
Lucy asks her where she found the dog. She and Tim head over, but the place looks empty. Lucy looks through the window and sees a dead body. They break the door open. There's a kid hiding in the bathroom. He looks terrified. Lucy tries talking to him. He doesn't say a word. They find the social worker who knows the boy. He finally starts to talk. Turns out the mom's boyfriend might not be the one who did it. The social worker quickly stops the questioning. A lawyer gets called in for the boy, but under pressure from the detectives, he breaks down.
What'd you do to make her stop?
I hit her with the knife.
He ends up getting sent to juvie. Lopez and her mother are having a quiet meal. Suddenly, a gunshot rings out. Two robbers storm in. As they get close, the old woman calmly takes off the gift she just received. But the robbers don't stop there. They've got their eyes on her necklace too, which belonged to her late husband, just as one of them reaches for it. Lopez tells her mother to give it up, promising she'll get it back later.
You know, you really shouldn't lie to your elders.
I'm not lying when I tell her that. Or when I tell you, you're under arrest.
The robbers don't take her seriously and leave with the loot. Back at the station, Lopez quickly IDs the two suspects. Turns out, where these guys beat up a customer at work and stole a Porsche. Lopez dials her own phone, and one of the robbers actually picks up. They are live streaming.
Today is for every worker who's ever been mistreated. For anyone who's ever wanted to walk off the job.
Yeah, for anybody that believed the lie that if you just tried to work harder, you could achieve your dreams.
We are done begging for scraps. Today, we are taking what's ours.
Not long after, they make another move. Inside a church, a wedding ceremony is about to begin. There's a tearful bridesmaid, a completely confused priest, and two terrified newlyweds. Probably the wildest wedding I've ever seen. As the ceremony kicks off, police show up before the vows are even finished. A gunfight breaks out.
We gotta go.
Are we officially married?
During the escape, the guy gets shot. Eventually, he's down and unable to move.
If you leave right now, you can save yourself.
I love you.
I love you too.
The man gets arrested, but the woman slips away. In the hospital, Lopez tries to convince the man to give up his partner, but he's not willing to. A blonde woman shows up in the hallway. She sees a guard outside the room and shakily pulls out a gun. The officer steps away to take a call. She slips into the room, but the cops have been waiting.
Don't move.
Lopez finally gets back her Mother's Day gift and keeps her promise, putting the bracelet on her wrist. The man's leg is caught hard in a trap, leaving him unable to move. But the rookie doesn't dare make a move. The trap might be clamping down on a major artery. She's just about to call in the medics when the man stops her.
We don't need to call anybody else. There's $500,000 worth of mushrooms in here. We split it. You pretend you never saw me. Everybody wins.
The male rookie doesn't believe a word he says. He thinks the guy is an undercover agent, testing the newbies. Ignoring the warning, he forcefully pries the trap open himself. The poor man gets clamped again for no reason. The rookie rushes in to stop the bleeding and calls for medical support. The male rookie just stands there, helpless and awkward. The man had just opened the box. Then, the police rush to the scene. They find a suspect in just 30 minutes, but the man was wearing a mask, so no one could tell who he really was. They had to check the delivery station's camera footage to find the next package with a bomb. The FBI moved fast. They finally found the delivery guy. The female agent took a quick look and spotted a wet box at the bottom. She told the delivery guy to get off the truck right away. Then the FBI sent a photo of the box to the bomb team. The expert said the wet spot meant the battery was leaking, and it could blow up at any second. Right then, A man near the truck was about to get in. The police got scared and grabbed him fast. Then, luckily, no one was hurt. Soon, a big crowd gathered to watch. One of them was the bomber himself. The murder always comes back to the crime scene. The police looked at the cameras and spotted the man. He was the same height and build as the bomber. Even the space between his eyes and his shoes matched. The careless bomber also left his DNA behind. It was on a cigarette he threw on the ground. The FBI tested the DNA and found out where the man lived. But when they got to his room, he was gone. The female agent almost got hurt. Her partner saw it just in time. There was a tiny wire on the box in her hands. It was hooked to a bomb. Lucky for her, the wire was long, so she could set the box down slowly and stay safe. But why did the man do all this? Who was he mad at? Turns out, the bomber was a college professor. Not long ago, he was told he had paranoid schizophrenia. He thought AI robots were after him, so he wanted to blow up anyone who worked with AI. His next target? An AI expert. Once the police knew who he wanted to hurt, they found where he was right away. The bomber was running with the bomb on his back. He ran into a small diner and took someone hostage. To calm him down, the police told him they believed his story about the robots and said they would protect him. The female agent held out a pack of cigarettes as a sign she wanted to work with him. When the man came to grab it, one agent grabbed him from behind, and that's how they caught him at last. Do you think AI robots will take over the world? A window in the man's house suddenly shattered. He walked to the front door to see what was going on. Then, this wasn't just any guy. He was one of the most talked about congressmen in America. Not long ago, he had helped calm a big race riot in his town. The FBI didn't waste a second. They started checking every suspect who might want to hurt him. But nothing was adding up until a young black man was killed. The attack was the same. First smash the glass, then shoot in the head. The FBI watched video and spotted a car with a clear license plate. That led them to the suspect. Turns out, this same guy had even threatened the congressman before. The FBI was sure he was the killer, so they rushed to the bar owned by the suspect's mom. While she was there trying to talk nicely about her son, he happened to come walking in from outside. He saw the cops and took off running.
FBI, stop!
He climbed up to the roof, jumped onto the car, but the police guessed his moves and caught him. They brought him in for questioning, but while he was sitting right there at the station, another murder happened. Same style. The victim, a well-known black protest leader. A witness said the car the killer drove was the same car owned by the suspect. But wait, he was already locked up. So who was driving? There was only one answer. His mom. Her bar had been attacked once during the protests, so she blamed the congressman who supported the movement. When the FBI went back to the bar, she was gone. 1 week later, at a big rally, she showed up with a gun. Right before she could shoot, an undercover FBI agent spotted her and stopped her just in time.
It's over, Janine. You're under arrest for murder.